So what would I roll for that? Investigation as well?
I believe investigation, yes.
Oof. Well,
Okay, give me a second. Like I said, my roll 20 likes to be very slow.
I think stream went down.
Oh,
Yeah.
nat 20!
Like there's a trap.
Is the stream down, you guys?
Oh yeah, it's oh nope, it's back.
Oh,
It's
up.
back. Yeah.
It's back. It's back.
I think
May have been the follower.
I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix the widget later for notifications.
Okay.
For subscriptions and hosts. I'm gonna fix that later.
But yeah, nat 20.
Okay. The door is not trapped, but the lock is quite expensive looking. For the interior of it. There are a lot of tumblers that you had to get through Maddox. But the interior, as you guys look around, is very bare. A lot of these shelves are holding like this looks to be like some sort of like storage container for the storage room for the clinic itself. You're looking around and you see that most of these shelves are missing some of the products and you know, like bandages or like other like chemicals or medicines. A lot of it has been cleared off. You assume because of the high activity of the Weird Clinic right now, or the Weird Clinic. And Miyako, as you are looking around, you do notice that there is sort of like a little cellar door, like a little like thing built into the ground that is also locked. But you notice that I think there's an illusion on it. And the only reason you see it is because you sort of do notice that it's got this strange quality about it around the wood, just because of where you were stepping. Like the rest of the floor was like stone, but the instant you stepped on it, you heard like this wood
Creaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you would like floorboards.
Exactly.
So Miyako kind of like looks at it for a second. She goes, "Hey guys, this is different than the rest of the floors. Come take a look."
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. It's
H follows behind.
It's got another lock on it, and this.
She goes, you know, Maddox, think you can pick this one too?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
Can I do an intelligence check to see if I can see through the illusion?
I also have thieves' tools. I'd also like to assist Maddox, maybe giving him.
Yeah, Maddox, go ahead and roll thieves' tools again, just because you're getting help.
You have advantage on it.
If you want to give me an Arcana check, Abby, you totally can.
Gonna do it. 14.
Oh dear, Duracon, that's sad. But yeah, it might be me fiddling around with fixing things. Your original 16 did do it, but I wanted to see if you got any higher. Abby, you do sort of get the sense that there is a magic here. You didn't notice it until you guys. It's just like an illusion, though. They didn't like try to hide the sound of the board or anything, or like the wood. They just wanted to make sure nobody really noticed it. You get the feeling that not many people would come back here unless they had the key for the locks. Maddox, as you pick this one, it's different from the one on the front door. You understand, as you're sort of like getting through the interior of it, that this is not meant for the same key. There's a different key for this one. And you open it, and immediately all of you are hit with this rather nasty acidic stench coming from it. It's not powerful, but compared to the air of this like cold room that you're in, you do get the sense that this is where like some heavier stuff is kept.
Do we take damage from it, or is it just like a noxious smell?
It's just no. It's not a trap or anything. It's just this seems.
It smells like medicine.
Yeah, it smells like heavily of medicine.
Is there any scent of formaldehyde?
The fairest hint of it.
I'm gonna check for
faintest
traps
of it.
again in the doorway.
Okay, just give me a investigation check.
I was about to say I was gonna just go down, unless.
Yeah, I don't think I would be moving, so because I'm afraid to.
You'd
I'm
have
just
to
gonna
go.
go down.
You have to
Would I
go
have
in
to?
here. You'd have to go in here one at a time.
Okay, I guess I'll go in too.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Okay.
All right. So what am I rolling?
Hold your breath.
Investigation. Oh, well. Whoops.
Hold your breath.
Yeah.
You rolled that
I had-
investigation. Not bad.
Start.
As you guys sort of like go down there, some of you holding. I guess are you holding your breaths?
No.
You okay? Maddox says.
I'm not.
You guys go down there and you get this. You're in this cramped room. It seems to have been like built underneath this building. And from the looks of it, it looks like some sort of like brewing room. You do notice that there's like a spot for ventilation in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But you do sort of notice that there's a lot of equipment here, and there is also 2 sets for what looks like coat hangers for like fresh coats, large gloves to sort of protect one from like various chemicals. You also notice that sort of poking out from underneath one of the tables is this blue kobold.
Pickery!
Yes. He is.
Oh,
As soon as I see this, I'm gonna shout Pickery.
oh God.
You see his shape start to like wiggle a little bit more like furiously. Yeah, unfortunately, he does not have his cardboard wings anymore.
Oh.
You see them like folded up in the corner, and he is bound and gagged.
So Miyako
yeah, I'm
looks
gonna
over
go.
to him. Yeah, and she's like, "What the hell did they do to you?"
I'm just gonna take out my dagger and start like undoing the
Cutting him
dagger.
loose. But actually, can I roll perception to see if I hear anything?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm just making sure Pickery's okay.
I want to
so
see
sorry.
because we may be walking into a trap.
How
Yes,
embarrassing!
since they ran over and started helping Pickery, I'm just going to kind of stand in the doorway and scan the room.
Yeah, that's
See-
kind of what I'm doing. See if I can hear anything. 13.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception if you like.
I mean,
Cage is mostly like
Maddox, are you rolling perception or is it just Miyako?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
what is Kage doing?
I too.
Okay.
Rolling perception.
Ugh. Ugh.
You guys sort of hear some voices from the ventilation. You get the sense that this might go into the clinic. But there are like a set of levers next to the ventilation, and
the weird clinic?
yeah, you get the sense that that's the case.
I knew she was a bad guy.
And then once Pickery has his mouth free, he's sort of like his eyes are like red from this place, and he just sort of like hi, it's great to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Are you okay?
At this
I'm
point,
so
I go. So the voices that we heard from the ventilation, those weren't like malicious sounding, right?
No, it's nurses. There's lots of groaning, in pain and stuff like that. It seems to go into like the clinic side.
So I kind of like look around and I'm like, I wonder if Dr. Weird knows about this place. Pickery, and then she turns to Pickery and she goes, Pickery, who did this to you?
Before we discuss this, can we go out? Can we leave?
Yeah, I say let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, having trouble.
Come on.
And,
Are there
what?
are there jars like stopper jars of formaldehyde around here anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say there are. There are.
Is there any like loose cloth or anything I could wrap a couple of the jars up in and put them in a sack?
I'd say the only thing you'd be able to wrap them up in is like one of the coats that are nearby.
Okay, I'm gonna
That
just
works.
rip off a section of cloth, wrap one of them up, rip off another section of cloth, wrap up another one.
Okay, I
Put
think
them,
you only get 2, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna put them in a sack and then put them in my backpack. And then I'm actually gonna grab, if there's another one, I'm gonna just grab that bottle and kind of take it with us.
I think there's only 2.
Cage is
Only
gonna
two.
Yeah.
move over real quick and like grab his wings. And
Yeah.
I was gonna do that too. Nice call.
Oh. They're
Miyako.
a little crumpled and like it looks like he took a bad fall on top of them.
So Miyako's
You know what,
gonna
you're
look around. You know, she's gonna bring 3. She's gonna look around and make sure that nothing is trying to like get to them on their way out. So.
This place is empty from what you understand. And oh, who has the mending cantrip? But you guys are able to get. You're leaving, right?
I don't think
Yes.
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys leave. Scout sort of looks around very frantically and signs. And Scoot says, "Where are we going? We can't stay out here." He's like, "I kind of agree. Are you okay, little guy?" And he sort of like leans down
Oh my god.
to look at Pickery, and he goes, and his eyes are just like
I
streaming.
give him some water. I pull out my water skin and I bring it over to him, and I kind of like, you know, give him a drink and then kind of help him wash his face off and his eyes out a little bit. And I say, how did you come to be here?
And he points to Luella and says, "Me and the big dog. We were chasing the."
Oh, Luella left you behind?
No, I don't think so. There's a lot of darkness, and I just
Calm
sort
down,
of like
Pickery. Take
kaboom!
deep breaths.
and I couldn't move.
So you were ambushed.
Vincent.
Did you see who did it?
No, but I was carried by who did it, and
Did you notice anything about them? Anything at all? Any scars? The way they talked?
they had shoes. And he sort of says, "But they came back here, taking me, and they put me down in front of the door, and it took a while to get the door open for some reason, and then they dragged me in there, and they put me down in there. They had a key for that other door, and then I was there for so long, and my wings got all crumpled."
I give him his wings.
He hugs
at
them.
At this point, Miyako's kind of like, she's like kind of kneeling down in front of him, and you know, she's like, it's okay, just take deep breaths, but we need you to remember as much as possible so we can find out who did this to you.
He nods, and he thinks really hard, and Scout sort of leans down, and with the best smile that she can give, just sort of starts signing, and Scoot sort of says, I can find who did this. Just, if you can remember anything, just tell me, alright?" And Pickery is just sort of like taken away by these two.
Yeah, and Miyako goes, it's alright, she can help, she's a friend of ours.
Okay. They cast magic. The dark spell. And then they got rid of Luella. Got rid of Lulu. And then they cast a spell on me and I couldn't move.
Do you remember if they said anything when they cast that spell?
They told her to go help her friends and the Slaady, and I was really scared. I thought you guys were in trouble.
I thought that you were in trouble. I'm so glad you're okay. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you. I'm so glad you're okay. Oh.
I would have cast a big fireball spell. I would have blown them up, but I couldn't.
If I had fireball, I would have. I'm sorry you couldn't move.
Miyako kind of, you know, like she smirks and she goes, Pickery, do you remember what that voice sounded like?
Like a guy,
Was he
friendly
older?
guy.
Was he older or younger?
He's kind of young, I guess. I mean,
It wasn't an old voice.
No, he was young. He had nice shoes. He had really cool pants. And he had a cape. He had a little cape. It was really like it had gold in it. It was pretty, and I wanted it.
A golden cape?
He had money. I heard it. It was jingling as he was running with me.
Yeah, only a rich person's gonna wear a golden cape.
Has
Do you
anyone
remember
heard
any-
of someone like that?
Do you remember anything else, Peekery?
Yeah, Rendown or whatever.
Let's
Do you
see.
remember do you remember seeing his face at all or anything else?
No,
about him?
I was limp like a dead chicken, and I couldn't move. And he carried me, and
Okay.
every time he put me down, I could only see the ground.
Can I do some kind of a I don't know, insight check or memory check or however that works to
Okay.
remember if we had ever seen someone or heard about someone with a golden cape?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Can we do that as well, or just him?
Or history? Is that a history check?
Intelligence if you're trying to remember something.
I can do intelligence.
Insight is wisdom. Yeah, I don't remember shit.
Who dares? Grandulous dares. Thank you for
Grandu-
following.
I'll do an insight. See.
Okay.
Nat 20 again.
Nice!
Damn.
Well,
Oh my god.
Damn.
Was it that Rendon
You're
guy?
on
'Cause
it.
Ooh,
he seems like the
I'm
kind
on
of dude.
fire today. That's the second Nat 20.
well done.
mhm.
So here's what you guys don't really remember anybody with the golden cape. You do, however, Miyako, get the sense that he's trying to remember certain details, but they're
Mhm.
only like physical details. Like you're asking him to remember, like, well, what did you see? What did this person
Yeah.
look like? You get the feeling like there's probably some other elements of like questions that you could probably ask him.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what I could ask.
hmm But he seems
Peekery.
like desperate to help you guys, however he can. But
Peekery, did he mention anything about what we're after? Anything about the Slaad?
No, he didn't talk about any of the Slaad, but he actually.
Did you hear any names?
No, but he did take something when he left me down there.
Do you know what he took?
It was some sort of flask, and he actually started like doing something with it. Like he
Like
started
what?
like he started
To drink it, maybe?
something like that. It's more like he put it in himself. It wasn't drinking. It was more like he was sniffing it. He put it in a syringe. I saw it, and he took more of it, and then he ran out.
I know who it is.
I do too.
It's the Count. The Count.
We don't say that out loud though.
Yeah.
I kind of look at
Oh fuck.
Lulu and Kajimori and Maddox, even though he's not here, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of like raise my eyebrow. And kind of give him like a. So Maddox, we just. Can you want to repeat for what you just said?
So
I could hear everything.
Oh, you could. Okay.
yeah, Peeker told you this guy, whoever he was, took him down there. After he took him down there and tied him up, he grabbed some substance, started preparing it, seemed to sniff it, drink it just to make sure of quality perhaps, and then injected it into himself.
If he is in
So-
need of these things,
And then he took some
we
of it
could
with
burn
him.
this.
We know that the lord of this place was addicted to
hmm
something.
Yeah, you also
Count Chocula.
If Count Chocula
you also
is
know
this person in the golden cloak, it makes sense because we know it's got to be some kind of rich person, and this dude is addicted to stuff. If he's coming down here and getting his fix or whatever he's doing, then it seems like that piece is falling into place.
We could destroy this and destabilize that even further.
Something tells me though that he's a lot stronger than we think he is.
I look
hoping
over. I look over at Miyako and I say, "Do you remember Weird's reaction when we mentioned this drug? She seemed
Yes.
very nervous, very afraid."
Well, because she was the one who got him started on the sedative. Remember? He
But I
wasn't
don't
able
think
to
at the-
sleep once
But I think
his
at
wife
the
died.
time, she didn't realize just how powerful it was and how powerful
was.
he was.
you also do know that she also did this for Rendon as well.
Yeah, I feel like there's more going on with this drug, you know, and she knows something.
So then I feel like we need to go back and question her more.
I think destroying this, at least what they have here, is something that would be good.
And Pikri looks at him and says, "Yes! Fireball it! Lola! You're gonna get the fireball!"
We don't need something so drastic. But
Miyaka's just like...
Find a little bit more of the, like something flammable. And just trail it up the stairs. Just pouring it. And then I'll just use prestidigitation and light a small fire. And just let it burn down.
Alright.
I mean, a fireball would have been cool, though.
Let's be honest.
Okay, so you guys lead it into... Now, you're putting this fire in the under the illusionary room? Or are you doing it in the whole space?
In the inside of the illusory room, just kind of burn down the little brewery area.
That would be hard though, because
Okay.
isn't there still formaldehyde in there? Wait, Abby, you're muted.
Also, it's connected to the clinic.
Yeah,
we
so
don't want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I'd say you guys actually, Kajimori, your perception check sort of brings your focus to that ventilation shaft. It looks as though there's like a little lever there that has 3 different stopping points. The one it currently is on now, all the way to the left, you seem to hear the noises of the clinic.
And the other 2.
Do you switch them?
Yes.
Okay, you switch it once over to the middle, and after a little while, you start to hear air sort of like blowing up through it and blowing down into it, particularly blowing down into it. And then you switch it all the way to the right, and then you hear nothing. It's almost as though the ventilation shaft is completely closed. But the middle one seems to cut off the voices of the clinic entirely.
So which direction is the air going on the middle one?
On the middle
Towards
one,
the
it seems to be going up.
Oh. So that's the ventilation setting.
This should completely close this off then. No smoke,
I mean,
or harm should come to the clinic.
If the clinic are bad guys, though, we could always just set off the formaldehyde or whatever the stuff is in the shaft, and all the fumes would go down there and knock everybody out. And then we could just go have a heyday.
True, but there
Abby,
are
you're muted again.
I'm an assassin, man. I gotta.
The universal sign of God. Not.
It doesn't matter.
She doesn't want to assassinate anybody.
So the vents are closed.
Abby's my opposite in this group.
They will be all right. This should contain at least the flames and the smoke.
Okay, I get a feeling that we need to move on.
We need to figure out what's going on. We need to stop this.
All right.
All right, set the fire.
You set
So
the fire.
Vincent's gonna do his thing and light it up.
Yeah, I'm just
Also,
gonna
just
like pour like on the actual brewing station and stuff. Just
a
pour.
quick question too. Kind of out of character, real quick. Did we get D6s from Gibbs?
I'm gonna say yes. I actually
Okay.
didn't check to see if that was. She said yeah. They said yeah. They said yeah.
Okay.
But yay! You guys set this place on fire. You back out, and then you clear out of the area quickly. I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You do also have Pikri with you, but because of the size of your group, as well as the 2 Tabaxi that are with you, people sort of just accept it as it is. But as you guys are,
I
sort
have a
of,
feeling they would accept it as like us being kind of like more of the patrol, but without the rainbow bands.
yeah, it's very. Now there are a lot of different races here, but the kobold is going to give you guys some attention. Especially with his big cardboard wings. Again,
Hickory.
There you go. There you go.
Hickory, I feel like your family will be worried about you. Do you want to go to check up with them? I don't want them worrying too much.
I'm
What?
immediately shaking my head.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm worried about them. That's why I'm out here helping you. I'm gonna get the people who did this!
Okay.
Hikari, Miyako turns to Lulu and she kind of holds her hand up and then she goes and looks at Hikari. She goes, Hikari, we love you and we know that you want to help us, but you've already been kidnapped and gagged and bound once. And for your safety, we wouldn't want that to happen again.
Well, yeah,
these are the events that make an adventurer strong.
We understand that you want to help. But you can help us by spreading the word to your other co-wolves and making sure that the sewers stay safe, and maybe they can help in the Slaad infestation.
Whoa.
She has a
Abby.
point with this, little one. I do wish for you to stay with us, and I always have. You know this. But if your people,
Gibbs!
if your
What did
people,
Gibbs do?
what just happened?
Gibbs,
Yeah.
you already subscribed. Why are you donating more money?
Because she loves us! Oh my
Gibbs.
god!
$85.
Gibbs.
Dang, girl.
There's so oh no! You avoided the possum! Jace Valiant! Just so you know, I was thinking of you last night. Giggity, I'll ignore that. Driving home from work, there was a possum in the road, eating roadkill. I avoided it. Good.
Oh my god.
Because that is why you need to protect possums, because they clear up the trash. And who's not trash? Gibbs. Gibbs, you are not trash. You are the most beautiful individual I have ever seen
Gibbs!
in this chat. You deserve to be hugged, and
We're so excited right now.
Oh my god, he's like beyond ecstatic.
I'm gonna grab some copies super quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Can we take a short break?
Can we take a short break just to talk about how lovely Gibbs is?
Yes, we'll take a short break, guys.
Because quite literally, I don't want to bring donations up just because I want to bring you guys the campaign and the story and my goofy voices and my big happy face.
But it's hard to not.
It's hard to
like,
not
say
just
something. Yeah,
It's
because
so hard.
Right now the current goal for the channel is to sort of get me this XSplit lifetime license because I don't think I can pay for them monthly. So that
would be awesome.
I mean, because I want to like get the quality of the stream up, and I want to do more streams. Right now I'm limited to just like 3 or 4 shows.
Come on, guys, help a brother out.
But I want to do something
out.
special for you. Are you in the Discord, Gibbs? Because
we'll get there. Gibbs is one of the good
How
ones.
about
yeah, Gibbs. If you're in the Discord, I want to talk to you about how I can make this up to you. I want to like, maybe
she could do like an NPC or something like
maybe
that.
I want to
or-
maybe make an NPC for you that is going to.
She's
have,
always
like,
in Discord, and if you can't get to her, I can always message her.
Please,
You could always just come up with
Immediate.
a story element or an idea that, or something that could become part of the story. You know,
Yeah.
there's several to be able to
Oh, that
read.
would be so cool.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm the.
She could decide some
For no
crazy
reason in
backstory
particular.
element.
I absolutely adore Gibbsy.
Good job.
Love that.
So, I want to try to like get incentives, but I also want to just have sweet things for the people who.
It's funny because you've started doing the speedy thing, so now whenever somebody donates, you're gonna be like, "No, guys, don't give me."
Yeah, you're gonna be like,
Don't
ah,
do
and
it.
you're
Well,
like
to be
flail
fair,
and-
the money does go to help supplying me with the ability to make the channel better.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is where it's.
Oh,
going.
That's the whole idea. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just overwhelmed that people would want to because oh gosh,
Four. Why wouldn't
my-
we want to?
My name is
They
Four,
want-
and I have big hair.
That's okay. That's the better question. Is why wouldn't we want to?
I mean, they should donate to the hair. Really.
If anything.
Donate for the
Yeah,
hair.
just
Or
to make
so
how-
than any other reason,
How much
just donate
hair
to
do
hair
you want,
products.
Gibbs? How much hair do you want?
It's expensive to keep
You
hair
can't
like
shave
that.
it
You have to
off.
spend
Hold
a
on.
lot
Hold
more.
on.
Now hold on.
products.
We'll do an inch. We'll do an inch, and I'll send it to you, and you can preserve it. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so when you
Now
become
it's
famous,
creepy.
you can be like, "Look, I have some of his
Now-
hair."
Be quiet, you. now it's creepy.
Just grow it down to your butt and make a wig out of it for it.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh,
What did
okay,
Noodle
so-
just tell? What did Noodle just say to you?
No, that was Ben actually, and I'm not gonna tell you. What?
Oh. Okay.
What did you say?
There are shenanigans.
Yes, he
There are
said it's
shenanigans.
creepy.
It is kind of creepy.
It is kind of creepy.
Yeah, it is kind of creepy.
$50 and I'll donate hair. There's plenty of it.
Yeah. See, but
I'll
that's like
send
your
you some
DNA.
hair,
I feel like.
No.
Because I don't want to get. Oh gosh, what was that cold? That Chinese cold.
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
I don't
The
want you to
whole
brew
rig is
tea
just
out of my
creepy.
hair.
It's like Lux and
Anyway.
Unless you can use your hair to make another 4, which would be awesome.
I mean, at a certain point, you probably
The
could.
world
Make
can
a four
only be
clone.
so lucky, Vincent. The world can only be
I was
so
gonna
lucky.
say, we already have
What
one
if
for.
you-
I don't know if the
Okay.
world can handle 2
Now,
fours.
here's the dilemma that this wonderful donation from our dearest friend Gibbs caused. We have Indigo who wants to keep Pikri around. We have Miyako and Lulu who want to send Pikri back. Because gosh darn, this little kobold is too adorable to be in danger.
Yeah.
But he's
Gibbs.
But he is so confident and so
Gibbs, you get to make the
powerful.
decision.
Gibbs, what do you want to do?
Ooh.
Gibbs, I'm
Send
just
me-
going to say.
Do you want?
No,
Gibbs, do you
no bribes.
want-
It's up
do
to
you-
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
No, nothing. You
It's not
cannot say a
bribing.
word.
Do you want?
You cannot say a word.
Do you want
Give us right
Pikri to stay, or do you want Pikri to take caution and go back to his family?
Abby, stop it. Abby, stop it. Abby,
Tell
stop
me
it.
right now, and it will.
I see you. I see you over
Stop
there,
it.
Abby.
Stop it. It's up to Gibbs. She needs to make
Gibbs.
this alone. You cannot influence her.
Can't make me choose.
Vincent, you're muted.
Can't make me choose.
I know.
Somebody quote Gibbs as saying, "Can't make me choose."
I got it.
Please do.
Can't make me choose.
Can't make
Don't do
me
it.
choose. In that case, roll a persuasion check.
If you send me any of your
Who?
hair, I'm making a voodoo doll
Me?
out of it.
Yes, Miyako, make a persuasion check. Indigo,
Okay.
or actually, what is Kajimori on this issue?
Kajimori actually would like him near him to keep him safe
Oh.
at this point. Because
Okay.
there's just too much danger, not only in the sewers, but up here as well.
Damn it.
No, we can train the young kobold and keep him safe.
Okay. Well, my persuasion
Now,
didn't
here's the
work,
thing.
so...
For a kobold, he's very determined to go into danger.
Yeah.
14.
He's just
But
gonna
he's
do
got
it
a
on his
family.
own.
Vincent, you're able
We don't
to.
have- well, I don't know if I have family, but
He needs to... Vincent... Kajimori needs to convince me.
Well, now you have a son. Congratulations.
apparently I have a sister, so there's my family.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Your family consists of a kobold son.
Kajimori needs to make a speech to convince me.
Yes, Kajimori, since you are the one who rolled, go ahead, tell Pikri and the rest of the group what you want them to hear. Or what you
And
want
Gibbs.
to get them with. And
But
Gibbs.
mainly
and Gibbs
me.
too.
Mainly Gibbs.
Kajimori basically says, "It is far too dangerous in the sewers, and it is far too dangerous up here. And right now we are in need of every ally that we can get. We are stretched far too thin.
Pikri
He will be
nods.
safest near us, where we can protect him, all of us. And where he
Can
can
I-
protect us if need be.
That's right, I want to protect you. He says, looking
Can
up
I
to
do this?
His magic is growing.
Can you what?
He also must practice.
At this, Miyako hesitates, but she nods, and she goes,
The
"You
more he's able to practice, the more
you have a point,
able
but the
to
problem is we may
defend
not
him
have
and
time
his
to
people.
train."
You can train with this.
This is
He
one
will
of
be-
those
he
things
will
where
be
he will
out in
be
the
training.
sewer. He's gonna go
Training.
without us or with us. If he has training with us, then he has a better chance of surviving what's to come.
I agree.
He's gonna go either way.
Stop making it
He's
about
an
me.
intrepid-
It's about you. I need to protect all of you.
Pikri, you must understand that if worst comes to worst, you must always come first, even if we are in danger.
His blue scales, they just have this touch of red suddenly, and he flaps his little wings and he's like,
Visible
"Don't
broken
worry,
leg.
don't worry."
He's so
Don't worry.
adorable.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine. You can come with us. Just please be careful. Please. Please be careful.
I'll be careful. keep an eye
I
out.
hold my hand out. I hold my hand out to give him a low five.
He does it with both hands, like smack.
Miyako smirks.
Nice.
And Scout just sort of like does this, and he does it to her too, just like even harder. He's like, "Who is this? Is this your who?" He's sort of like trying to like pinpoint whether you two are related or not, and she starts signing, and he goes, "Oh yeah, she's okay. That's his sister. Great." And
I kind of narrow my eyes a little bit, but I don't say anything.
and you also
Yeah, I don't
realize that he didn't really wait for Scoot to translate that.
Do you
She
speak
didn't?
sign language?
No.
How'd you know what was going on then?
Can I insight?
He's sort of, yeah. Go ahead and insight.
Me too.
Now
Yeah,
he's just sort
I
of
don't
like
trust it.
now he's just looking at Lulu with this incredulous like gaze,
Ooh, nice.
and he just kirks his head and says, "You know magic, don't you?
Yeah.
Comprehend languages."
Oh, yeah. I never learned that one.
Ah, you're. What do you think I'm talking right now? You think of this is common?
Yes.
Are you speaking? Oh my goodness! See,
He just
that's really
raspberried you.
handly. He did. I deserve it.
But yeah,
After all is said and done, I agree.
he sort of says, "You would hate my common. It's awful. It's not built for cobalt mouths."
I get you. That would be difficult.
But yeah, that's.
You should try Tabaxi. Meow.
Or infernal.
Rawr! He says.
Or infernal. Yeah.
But man, what do you guys do now?
Don't make me hiss at you again.
I am going to go to the art gallery.
Okay.
I know there was someone
I
named
don't know
Hilaire
what.
that was in danger. He was being targeted.
Who?
Yeah, there's
Hilaire.
that guy. There's so many.
Yeah, Scout sort of starts signing to you guys, questioningly, and Scoot says, "Who is this Alaire that you will mention? Someone in danger? Should we be focused on him?" And Peeker goes, "Yes, we should all turn our eyes towards Alaire."
Clearly, we should go talk to Valeria.
Oh my god.
Wait, who's this person again?
Um,
Sorry.
Yeah.
This was someone who was being targeted.
Yes,
In a
they-
What
square.
was the
By the
name?
Rakshasa and the Slaadi.
Yes.
It's
Can you put? I was gonna say four. Thanks, four.
Alaire.
Alright, so Lair was being targeted by the Rakshasa, right?
And that might be the last of the information we need before we can go to this meeting with the Crimson. Because
Do
we're
we
either
know
going to
where
meet.
Alair is?
Alaire works somewhere in the Underscale Square. The Peekery knows where, and Scout can sort of like use her scrying to come find him or something like that.
I have written down the cold melon.
The cold melon. Yes, it's true.
Abby's
gosh darn
Abby's
it,
working through
Duracan.
something over there. What are you working through over there, Abby?
Yeah, something's happening in your brain.
Well,
There-
really quick, Duracan just suddenly gave me a 3 months code of XSplit premiums, so thank you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
Holy
That's awesome,
crap.
dude.
I'm
Thank
gonna be putting that to use
That's
because
really cool.
now.
That's awesome.
Very soon, like tomorrow.
So the reason I want the XSplit premium is I want like to be able to like record and stream at the same time, and I can't without it. And I want it to be like higher quality uploads.
Yeah.
But I also need the extra scenes to sort of get one shots going, because I get the feeling like I want to do lots of one shots, but I can't right now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's part of the reason why. But that's gonna be
Thank
put
you,
to good
Duracan.
use. Thank you, Duracan.
It'll make the quality of your YouTube channel much better.
Mm.
Being able
We
to
appreciate your face.
Well, thank you. Even if you're not going to use it, it's still appreciated.
Yes.
Beyond that,
You're
let's
awesome.
go ahead and think. By the way, that insight check You get the feeling that Maddox, you get the sense that Pikery's version of comprehend spells or comprehend language is you never saw him cast it.
Wait, who?
You never saw him cast it.
So how does he know it?
I look at his hands.
His hands, little cobalt hands, tiny.
Do we all know this? Notice this?
No, Maddox was the only one who rolled really high.
Are his hands backwards or normal?
No, they're normal, from the looks of it.
I kind of walk over towards Cage and say, there is definitely more to this little kobold than appears. I'm gonna say it kind of quietly, just to him.
Cage just nods. And he says, he didn't cast any spells, did he?
I don't say anything, I just shake my head.
You do know that comprehend languages probably requires both verbal and articulate movements. And he was bound and gagged down there.
Unless it was cast
Formaldehyde isn't radioactive, is it?
No.
Okay.
Unless it was cast upon him. Or they tested some kind of potion on him.
Or perhaps he has a magical device.
I kind of turn and I'll ask Pikery, did they try and make you drink anything?
I don't remember, no. All the stuff
Are
down
we
there
hearing
was...
all this at this point, or is it just those three?
All the stuff down there was really gross! I hated it!
Well, you'd hear the last couple of lines when we started speaking directly.
So what? Okay, yeah. So when you start questioning Pikery, okay, and I kind of turn to them and I go, guys, what's going on?
I just don't have that kind of spell set. I really want to detect magic on him right now, but I just, it's not me. I say it's something to keep an eye on, but I'm not sure. Let's go talk to this guy. I feel like this guy, and then
roll an Arcana on Pikery to see if he has been charmed.
I don't know about Arcana. That's more to understand, the charm spell. Go ahead... Actually, yeah. Go ahead and see if your Arcana knowledge can sort of point out, some telltale signs of a charm spell, maybe.
Because I am able to cast the actual spell, so I possibly would know what to look for, maybe.
Scout also is very perplexed by what has happened. Then that... Whoa. El Tito Zuler, thank you for following, friend.
Thanks.
It's a bit of a concern because the charm person spell, you don't know how far-reaching its effects would be after an hour. You don't know if it would even be on him right now, if that was the case.
We'll keep him close.
Dude, this is what I was afraid of.
Maddox, Scout is trying to catch your eye, but she's just staring at you, but she's unable to really tell you what's happening. She did a movement to Scoot that made the Furbolg sort of frown a bit, but he didn't translate it out to you guys.
Do I notice this?
Possibly. Sinky Palette 2, thank you for following.
Do you want me to roll perception to see if I
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nope.
I mean, Who knows? They're waving their hands around. You don't really know what's going on when it's between those two.
I try to talk to her in Thieves' Camp.
Thieves' Camp. All right. What sort of a sign do you want to make to her?
I just kind of say, do you understand? And then I pause for a second, and then I sign sister.
She pauses, and then she makes some sweeping gestures in a very foreign thieves' cant of the city of slaves. And she says, essentially to you, affirmative, suspicion, exclusive talk. Peel persists, thank you. And then she sort of like rounds it out with, dang, all these follows, why? Warplay 12, thank you.
Crap!
Did we get rated?
I don't think so, no.
I don't think so.
You guys are just awesome?
I guess so.
Yeah, you're just amazing.
The last thing she sort of leaves this off with is a sort of sweeping gesture that means, fake? Question? Sort of trying to communicate to you that the language that she has with Scoot is kind of exclusive between the two of them.
Yeah. Like they created it so they could speak to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, but she understood me and she kind of signed back to me in Thieves' Can.
Oh yeah,
understand it.
It made Scoot get a little like concerned face, but she sort of like signs to him more in their little dual language, and he sort of like, gives an affirmation. But where are you guys going?
Buddy, I want to take your job. I just sign. I look down at the kobold and I just sign the word friend, I guess, back to her. You said her name was Scout or Scoot? Which one was
Scout is your sister. And Scoot is her best friend.
Sister. That fills me with so much confidence. Okay. And then I say, we have to find a couple more pieces, but I believe, this person who has been getting attacked by the Slaad is someone we need to talk to.
Okay. Cold melon? Another? As he sort of starts like, underscale square, we gotta go there.
Is there any way we could get more information? And I know usually this is a big no-no. By splitting up, there are a lot of us, and we need as much information as we can. There's too many parts right now.
Scout and Scoot sort of look at each other and they say, we can perhaps focus on finding this person who took Peakry. From what you understand, we can try to pinpoint their location and pursue that while the lot of you tackle this cold melon place.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, I think I know who that would be, and then I know what part of Bronfell's the Count's house is at, right? It's pretty
yeah, that is in the Briar Barley Square.
Yeah, check Briar Barley Square. You'll see a big mansion. I think you're going to be looking for the
Gold Cloak.
Count. Gold Cloak.
Gold Cloak.
Nice pants.
Okay, nice pants, nice shoes.
Nice shoes, yeah. And male. Not too
Just
old.
send him to the disco. Go down to the disco. You'll find him down there.
Lovely, lovely. She signs back. She signs very frantically and says, "What about the skin painter?"
I think I know where the skin painter would be, and I think that is also what we have the most information on. It seems like that kind of gets a couple of things together. So the skin painter is being looked for by your master, who is also in possession of a green Slaad that he acquired from Limbo. I think I will know where this...
Well, if Alaire is being targeted, he will most likely be targeted again. So we should make haste. Find him.
All right. From there, where you guys are going to Underscale Square. Scout and Scoot are going to head towards the Briar Barley Square. Pickery is going with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm super, super tempted to go and find the skin changer.
Skin painter.
Skin painter, sorry.
Before we part, Miyaka's gonna turn to... She's gonna kind of look at both Maddox and the scout, was it? The signer?
Yes, scout.
The signer lady. And she's gonna say, how are we gonna be able to stay in contact with you?
She sort of waves her hands around very confidently, and Scoot says, "I'll send you a message. It's a spell, I know. It'll pop. Hopefully, it'll pop out right on the ground for you. You just have to be on the lookout for it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful. All right?
You too.
You as well.
Please be careful," she says, and for the first time, she sort of reaches out with her hand to sort of just brush against you, Maddox.
I definitely stiffen up a little bit. How's she reaching out towards me?
Just towards your chest.
I definitely kind of stiffen up, and my eyes narrow a little bit, but I let it happen.
She holds it there, feels your uncomfort, and sort of reaches back and nods, gives a thumbs up to Scoot, and the Furbog says, "Well, that's great. It was great meeting y'all. Hope you stay safe, all right?" And he sort of waves as he runs off with this female tabaxi, like just holding her wrist as he sort of like pulls her along excitedly. And
I'm just kind of like watching her, like
Miyaka does the same. She kind of like doesn't take her eyes off of him.
Just like this strange, fixated cat look. And I'm not really sure.
For a halfling.
Yeah, I have a very, very cat-like look on my halfling face at the moment. I forgot I was a halfling right now. And
I have that written down.
just kind of watching her, just still, not really sure what I made.
All right. What do you guys do?
I think we're heading towards Alaire's house.
His workplace.
Abby's been wanting to say something.
It was a place of ill repute.
Very ill repute.
I really, really believe that Lulu is going to want to talk to the skin painter. Like, to her, that's a top priority.
Someone better go with her, because I don't trust her going alone.
I don't think we should go alone. We should stay together and handle it one at a time.
We could go right after.
Okay. I'm still, like, you can tell that Lulu is not satisfied with the pace that, like, we've been going. She's like, we gotta get stuff done. The festival is in a couple of hours. She's like, okay, as long as we make it fast.
And Miyaka turns to Lulu at this point and she goes, look, we have to prioritize our quests.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that going to talk to Alaire is our top priority at the moment.
Okay, Fantastic. Let's go to Elaire. We'll get that done. We'll go back to the skin painter. Let's go. She starts walking.
All right. By the time you guys get to the Underscale Square, it's probably going to be about like 6:30, and it is the time of the night for this town. But the Underscale Square draws in the cheaper crowd, and it is now populated rather than simply abandoned. Some of the businesses that are currently open are, as I said, of ill repute, and you come to this. It's deceptively simple. It's just a square building, sort of sitting on the corner, and the sign outside, sort of hanging from this little post, just has a watermelon that has been like chopped in half, with a mound of some sort of spice next to it, and right on the front it says the cold melon. And from inside there are hoots, and there are noises of lots of people drinking and having a special time.
I'm gonna go in.
Oh, so special.
There is, however, an orc in the front who sort of glances to all of you, just giving you that cross-armed look. As
Can
all
we
of
go
you...
in?
You have coin?
Yes.
Are you gonna spend it?
We do.
Yes, I am in dire need of a drink.
You're making me want to get a drink already.
Yeah, can we take a short rest in there?
Yeah, you'd be able to. You go inside, and he just sort of nods and says, "Just don't stare too long. They'll ask for money, all right? You're here for drinks. You sit at the bar. Don't let your eyes wander."
Of course.
Just for newcomers.
Is this just the bartender?
No, this is actually
the orc.
This is the orc from outside.
Okay.
He just sort of says, I'm serious. Don't let your eyes wander. If they see you looking around, they're gonna think you're a customer for other things."
Understood.
Oh. Since you've been so helpful, I have a question for you, sir. Do you happen to know where a Mr. Elaire would be?
Yeah. Just go inside. You can't miss him.
What does he look like?
You'll know.
You'll see?
You'll know.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And I walk in.
As you walk in, Pickery is going like,
Oh, Pickery. Oh, shit, I forgot you were with us.
See?
Going inside this place is very... You're hit with this this wave of heat, as well as this very odd like the odor of beer in this place is quite thick. You think there's been a few drop beers tonight that have sort of stained the floorboards, but this establishment is sort of split into two sections: the people who are here to drink and the people who are here to watch. And you see on the left side are the people who drink. On the right side is a couple tables and, in fact, one large platform accompanied by what looks like a band. And there are a few rather explicitly dressed people attending to the tables, refilling drinks and whatnot. But perhaps the most lewd is the one on the stage, sort of bobbing his body along to this violin that is piercing the atmosphere of this place. Very noisy. It's almost like a competition between the drinkers who are trying to bust out with revelry and laughter and sort of their own private cheers, while this one halfling is sort of sitting on the edge, just doing these long, striking notes, all punctuated by this swaying jolt dance that this man is doing, this half-elf, and it is striking. because you hear the accompaniment of cymbals, but you don't see someone there. It's simply a couple other band members sort of sitting on the floor, just sort of observing, counting some tips, and this one halfling. Instead, you see that the man on stage is wearing this elaborate outfit, these silk lines sort of trailing down his very fit body. The strings attached to it, these long laces of silk, are basically carrying along with them these golden bells and cymbals that expertly smash together in just the right places for this particular song. And the dance can only be described as furious and pissed off, because with every hoot and holler that is shown up and yelled out from the watchers is given back with this spiteful kick, or this very alluring but at the same time rejecting flash and taunt of this man's body. And the instant you walk in, somebody from the right side says, "Ah, welcome to Alair's Lair! How you guys doing?" And
I instantly start a mosh pit.
Oh yeah, okay. Do performance check.
Oh Lord, are you really gonna do this?
I kind of bend down to Lulu and I say, "I guess we are sitting on the watching side."
I'm going to get a drink, and I might stray from the watching side. There's music going on. I think I can be a part of this. So
Miyako,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, this music kind of makes you uncomfortable, not only because of the half-naked man dancing there, but also because it's really fucking good.
Yeah,
You're hoping this guy isn't playing tomorrow.
Miyako's gonna go to the watching side.
Okay. And Maddox is going to the dancing side.
Paige will go with Miyako.
Okay.
My little halfling buddy.
Pikri also
start doing little halfling moves.
Pikri also goes to the watching side, but then he sort of looks over to Luella and runs after her. And as you, the two of you are going to the drinking side, you notice that most of these folks have these big slabs of watermelon that are covered in powdered sugar. But also, you notice that some people don't even have beers. Some of them are just literally like sucking on the big mouthfuls of watermelon. And
it's a spodie.
Yeah, you notice that the bartender has like this setup to where he has the watermelons ready, but then he dips them inside this this little bucket that has like a slot for the watermelons that just infuses them with like alcohol basically. And then he covers them in powdered sugar if the guests want them or not. And it seems to be the special around here. And what do you do?
The cold melon.
I was gonna go get a drink too.
Gonna slide some like a couple pieces of silver, just ale.
Ale. All right. And he sort of pours you a glass, and Peter goes,
"Simple girl.
Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon."
A little piece for him.
I asked for a slice of the watermelon.
All right. He looks to you, Maddox, and says, "Powdered or not?"
You decide.
He makes a thief's cant sign. Spiked.
Ooh.
And then he makes another questioning sign. You clean?
I just sign a quick negative, kind of subtly.
He nods and says, "You spice? You don't? Okay." And then
Do you spice, bro?
You spice, bro. And he prepares it, and he pours some white powder on top of it, hands it over to you. It smells very sweet. He gives a little slice to Pikri, who gobbles it up like...
I take it in my hand and, you know, I kind of gesture towards the other halfling, you know, for money, and pull my pipe out of my cloak, and I kind of hand it over to the guy. My pipe, weed pipe.
He sort of looks to all of you and says, "You guys starting a tab?"
I'm not. This will be the only one. I walk over to the other side.
All right.
And I look over after she walks away. I look over and I say, "She'll cover it. Don't worry about it."
All right.
I hate you so much.
All right.
You too, I swear.
Now, once you guys get over there, anybody who doesn't have a melon or who doesn't have a drink, you're sort of like interrupted as you sit down by one of the barmaids sort of making their way around, and they just sort of lean down to you and just sort of say, "How you drinking tonight, darling? Are you sure you're not thirsty?"
Miyako rolls her eyes and she goes, "I'm fine. Please leave me alone."
All right.
There you go.
Just get.
I mean, you could come back. I mean, no.
Cage, you're getting a drink?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cage goes,
something's gonna happen. It's gonna be in those drinks.
I need some fucking good music. Let's do this.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. Something's gonna be in those drinks, and y'all are gonna be
Did
screwed.
you do anything with my
only happiness.
my pipe?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But here's the great part. You guys sort of take a seat, and you see the dance falter slightly as the dancer Alaire just sort of like gazes down at all of you. It's the first time you really get a good look at his face. It is youthful, and at the same time it has this anger, this very uncomfortable stare that locks onto you, as if he's daring you to just like look away for even a second, as he just begins to go all out. You see
Miyako stares him down.
Oh man, he locks eyes with you, and this is a challenge. He does not blink as he literally begins
She doesn't either.
Oh my god. The clacking of the bells and the cymbals on his hips and on his arms as he sort of makes these sweeping motions. You get the feeling if he did not kick like he did, if it was like only a foot lower, it would just smack somebody across the face, because he's on the edge of the stage. Just like you could feel the wind of this dance. Just
Miyako's kind of like intrigued, but at the same time she's she's not really impressed, because at this point she's just like focused on the mission. The only reason she locked eyes with him is because number one, she wants to talk to him. Number two, she wants to see what he does if she does lock eyes with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He suddenly, you see, like all the while, like he's covered in this fine sheen of sweat, because this is a hard dance to do. But his dark coppery skin it just sort of like blooms in this light that's sort of like put on the stage, and he goes for something like it's very daring. He basically does like a back handstand that goes all the way to all around the edge of the stage, alternating his legs in different like positions and sort of like keeping himself twirling as he's doing this.
Okay.
And you see his hair is like not long, it's cropped short. He just seems to flaunt it. He's just flaunting it.
Lulu is paying no attention to this dancer. At this point, she is looking very disdainfully at this stupid violin player, just like staring him down like, what the fuck do you think you're doing playing that well?
Yeah. Actually, you feel like there's sort of like a competition between the violin player and the Alaire. He keeps changing the rhythm of the song, trying to like make Alaire. You feel like give me a something like a performance check, just to sort of like understand what exactly is happening.
Okay.
Hey, Four.
Yo.
Did he put anything in my pipe or my?
Yeah,
pipe?
Did he spike the drinks at all?
No, he sort of made a thieves' can't sign saying no, we don't do that sort of thing.
Good.
What is going on?
Thought he was asking me about some spice.
Well, it's a different kind. that. Do you want to like question him? Like say like no, really?
Yeah. I say, where can I find some pipe weed in this town?
He says, come over here. And he leads you to the far end of the bar where no one's really sitting, and he leans forward and says, listen, you can't just come up here asking for pipe weed. You gotta know what we don't serve that sort of shit.
I know this kind of establishment.
This is not your kind of establishment if you're looking for just some. Listen, we have a method, and we have one means of getting it out to you, and that's orally.
No jokes.
You either get this.
Jokes. I know all the people out there looking for jokes right now.
You either get the cold melon with the powder, or you don't get it at all.
All right, and I just kind of pull out my little satchel of my little stash of pipe weed.
He nods and says, "Look, don't get mad about it. We gotta follow Gutter Wisp rules here, okay?"
I go over to the table with my watermelon and sit down. And yeah, right. That is a little ad quote right there. And I go and sit over at the table and just kind of watch the shenanigans that are going on the stage here.
Oh yeah, it's shenanigans.
25 performance check.
The violin player is trying to ruin this dance. Basically, he's trying to play too fast, and he's also trying to play it really, really erratically, so that it's difficult for Alaire to sort of like get the right steps, get the right sort of like sway. But
it's not working.
Alaire's one-upping him. He's ahead of the music. You get the feeling that Alaire knows exactly what he's going to be playing next and how he's going to try to trip him up, and he's ahead of the game. He's making it seem like the violin player is too slow.
I'm at that point going to take a big sip of my ale, kind of slam it down on the table, gonna pull my lute out, kind of listen for a second. Oh yeah, this is going down.
Oh my god!
If you can't do this job, if you can't do this job, I'm gonna do it. Because that will definitely get his fucking attention.
Wow, here we go.
I gotta look over to Miyako and I go, here we go.
Get ready.
And Miyako just rolls her eyes and she's like,
I didn't know we were gonna have a battle of the bands tonight.
Oh my god, this is it. Okay, so you start plugging your strings, and the violin player finally notices you, and he leers. He just gives you this hard, cold, mad stare as he draws out this one long note that just keeps up in the air, and he just keeps dragging it, and everybody's starting to realize, okay, well, something's up. Alaire sort of is like grateful for this moment because he's covered in the sheen of sweat, but still he has that fuck you stare that is just staring down at you like, what are you fucking doing? You think you're top shit?
I'm gonna go up to the violin player and I was like, if you can't get the job done, somebody has to. And I start kind of playing the same note that he does, looking at the violin player, waiting till he starts.
Okay, give me a perform.
While this happens, and while this happens, Miyako's still staring at Alaire. Like,
he's only broken his stare with you long enough to sort of acknowledge her. But now,
but he's back staring at me.
Oh yeah, now he's back staring at you.
And she like kind of like, narrows her eyes, like kind of signaling to him like oh, it's on type of deal. Like, she's not gonna challenge her or anything, but like she heard Lulu play the note, and so like she knows what's about to happen.
All right, Lulu, get him.
All right,
I was about to say, before I did 2 performance checks. So 25 and a 25.
Actually, you know what? That's pretty impressive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll a d20. Okay.
Oh.
So only 15. I'm gonna say this is gonna be like a set of versus checks.
Yeah.
You win the first one. He starts out the song sort of in this this bouncy tune. It gets Alaire back into this swing of things. But now he's sort of like daring to see what you add to it. So how do you make this start of the dance sort of work?
All right, so as soon as he starts off, I'm looking at him really intensely, trying to, or picking up where he's coming from, what he's going to do, how he's going to turn the song, because usually musicians have a very unique way of playing that you can follow. So I'm doing this, adding little flourishes along the way, copying the melody, also though taking it to different places, trying to kind of mess up this guy, like sometimes going into a minor mode and then going back up and seeing if he can kind of copy me, starting it off slow, but kind of seeing what this guy can do.
All right. So make another performance check for the second part of the song. He got
shit.
He got a 20.
Ooh.
21!
Oh my god. No! So he
just a little bit better.
So here's what he does next. Here's what this violinist does next. He tries to one-up you, but also just throw you off key. Like, suddenly he starts taking a different key entirely, and it's so jarring with his violin that Alaire has no choice but to sort of like follow the screeching note, and it's accompanied by a clatter of his like literally vibrating hips as it like tries to make the cymbals and bells sort of like clatter along with this this long screech.
Dude needs to lay off the hips, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm down with the hips.
And he also has... Okay, Miyako, now he's sort of snarling. Like, he's like baring his teeth at you.
Oh, she does the same.
You guys are gonna end up in a fight without even saying words to each other.
Exactly.
Either a fight or really long.
She doesn't like this dude. Like, she already hates him. So.
Apparently, you guys have been eyeballing each other since the second you walked in here. You're like, fuck you specifically. You know?
Yeah. That's how it is. Welcome to the fucking cold melon. Lulu.
Come at me, bro.
That's how they welcome you at the door.
Okay, I'm here, and fuck you, okay?
Right.
Just you, everybody else is cool, man. Fuck
you.
Abby,
welcome to Sunday morning D&D and coffee.
D&D?
For the kids.
I've been waiting for this for a long time, can you tell? Lulu, how do you one by one, tell me how you come up from this.
As he's changing the key and kind of doing the jarring note, as she's watching, she sees a slight like tilt in his eyebrow and a slight like leaning, like she anticipates just by a little second what he's going to do. So eventually when he does the thing, I'm right along with him, like staring him down, like, is that all you got? Ooh. But she knows like that was really, really close if she hadn't anticipated that little.
Yeah. He responds.
Don't forget you have inspiration too.
Exactly.
You do.
He responds to this by flashing around in this spin very fast, like the speed of it and the waving silks. They're tied down by the weight of the bells and the gold cymbals, and they just flash. Like you feel like if he was any closer, he might smack you with them. Yeah. But now he's sort of turning his attention on you, sort of seeing how you're going to finish this up, because he's sort of giving this. He's going all out, so he feels like it's time for a finish. I'm going to figure out about the dice stuff that Gibbs gave, because oh my god. But here's his last roll. Here's the last roll that he made. Total of 19.
Oof.
Okay. Here, just a second.
Wait, so did we get dice from Gibbs? Oh, okay.
I'm going to sort of add up how many you might get later, because $5, that's a lot of beautiful dice. It's going to do a lot of things for the campaign.
Alright.
Alright, Lulu,
I didn't mean that. I wasn't
see if you can finish this off.
Alright, so for one, have we been playing for about 10 minutes? Has it been about that long?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
So one of my class things is enthralling performance. So what it can do is it can charm the audience up to, let's see.
What's your charisma modifier?
It is 4, so it can.
You can charm up to 4 people who are listening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I believe one of them, I really want to charm Alaire just because I don't know what's going on. Making biggest fans, might even make them fight for you if otherwise they would think about it. And then it also covers the tracks, so the target doesn't know that you tried to influence them. But if somebody has charm immunity, it works. And then I'm going to roll my performance check with one of the D6s.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so 18 plus.
Wow.
Damn it.
I'm already. We're good.
Yes.
All right.
23.
He rolled 19. This guy's good.
Yeah.
But he is not good enough.
Nope.
All right.
What?
So this is the time. This is the time when you take charge of the song and the finale. How do you do it?
At this point, Lulu has kind of had enough with the following waiting for him. She is going to not wait for him to make the changes. She is going to totally take control of this because he's been leading the entire time. I end up starting to play faster and faster, and I'm taking it in a totally different direction, like just changing the beat so it's not quite in time to what they were playing. Just finishing it off with this crazy, almost chaotic rush of notes and strums and almost percussion stuff that she's doing on her lute, and kind of ends it with a big
All right. Alaire follows, and watching this this final few seconds of this dance is like watching the tide being drawn out of the ocean. It is a laborious effort to slow himself down, but he does, but not before that final note. But by the end of it, he's heaving, breathing hard, and the man playing violin, the little halfling next to you, is his arm is like he can't keep up. Yeah. And his instrument goes silent.
Is Alaire still staring at Miyako?
Yes, but he does it. But he's sort of like shifting his gaze from you to Luella, sort of like daring both of you to try and pull his attention away.
I mean, at this point, Miyako doesn't really care. She just didn't like this guy to begin with.
He sort of tosses his head back once he realizes this is done, and he just sort of ends it with this really dramatic. And then everybody applauds, and they sort of try to garner his attention as he steps down from the stage, casually crosses that threshold between the drinkers and the watchers, and every eye in the place follows him as he reaches back and just grabs a big hunk of watermelon and comes back to the rest of you guys.
At this point, Lulu's kind of leaning against the wall, picked up her ale again, and is watching what he does.
Yeah, Miyako's watching him as well.
While everybody's kind of watching all this stuff going on and not really paying attention to me at all, I cast Disguise Self again with the head of disguise and change myself to look like an elf person that's probably, about 5'9", again with jet black hair and the icy blue eyes, but then I have the light skin of an elf and, kind of normal traveling clothes on.
Nice.
Yeah, do we know that it's
just
you?
kind of like...
You would by the hat he's wearing, yeah.
Okay.
You guys would know by the hat he's wearing.
Okay. What did you say, Vincent?
No, Cage is pretty much just watching this unfold, just fake drinking. Really,
you should totally be
drink of the drink that they brought him. But he knows how to blend in.
you see Alaire cross back into the Watchers section, but then you notice that there's right in the middle, going straight through them, is this the second room for this establishment, and there's a warm glow coming through it, and the beads that sort of act as the threshold hanging down from that doorway are sort of pushed aside as Alaire does sort of scan the room one last time, and he gives this nod to you, Lulu, as well as Miyako, but it's sort of just like a, if you want to tag along.
I'm gonna follow him.
Me too.
Okay. Anybody
I
else?
was gonna say, please go, Miyako. Don't let her go
Oh,
alone.
trust me, Miyako is after this. Like, she does not like this.
She's
at
after
all.
this. See, it's yeah.
All right.
Is Paige just
Pigri
going
also
to-
tries to get up and go.
No,
well.
Pickery. I look at Maddox.
Yeah.
I know, but I want to.
I look at Kachimura.
Cage definitely goes. He says, I'm not letting either of you out of my sight again.
You guys, if we want information, I don't want to bring people that weren't specifically invited and put him on guard.
Yeah. And I don't think having Pickery in there is going to be such a good idea either.
Just trust
well.
us. We can do this.
I trust you. I just don't want you to get in a fight and not have us there.
And
So
besides, well, you guys won't be that far away from us.
there's
I can
something
give
weird
you some.
happening.
I can give you some sort of signal. I think the signal she
Very
probably
well.
would give is maybe take off. I don't know, like.
If he is being hunted by a Rakshasa, let him know that there is a bounty hunter outside that can help.
We will.
I trust
Hmm,
them.
look at
I
something
trust the
else.
women can handle this.
No doubt.
All right. So, just to confirm, Lulu and Miyako are going in. Nobody else, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Pickery's very upset by this, and he
love you,
and he protests and says, "No! They're friends. I can go in. I'm with them."
So Miyako has this wristband on her, like in her picture that she wears all the time, and she's gonna kind of like casually drop that and like make it roll out as a signal to them if they need help.
Okay. But Cage and Indigo, you're holding Pickery back, right? You also see there's another
Yeah.
dancer going up on stage.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to suggest to Pickery that maybe he could go dance up on the stage.
Oh.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Don't corrupt him. He is so young. Did you see all of the hip movement up there? Pickery
Well,
is
he doesn't
too
have
young.
to be all suggestive about it. He's going to be up there doing his little kobold thing, you know?
So wait, are you doing?
Yep,
are you
yep.
suggesting
He's
this
not gonna be
outside of
up there like,
character, or are we telling this them?
This is
inside?
outside of character.
I
Okay,
feel
I was
like
about to say.
yeah. So Pickery is going to argue with Cage and Indigo in the meantime. You guys, you two enter this room. It is warm, and not only that, it is filled with incense, and there are no real furniture in here. It's just a long carpets, several piles of.
We lost
Very-
it, Vincent.
Yeah, we did. I think he needed to step out for a bit, but the cams are fine, so we're good. And if he pops back, hey,
There he is.
you're there, we're fine.
Yeah.
He just collapses on this large pillow surrounded by this smaller of the kind, little like tassels on this one, very rich. All of these are very fine, and he just sort of like is out of breath, but he tilts his head up. You notice that he's wearing like a lot of different jewelry that was sort of like spinning too fast before. That was hard to like look at it. He's got like several necklaces, all of them different lengths, just going down his bare torso. He has like cufflinks, sort of gold armbands attached to the silk that sort of is draped and clanging slightly. Whoa! Bid stake too. Thank you for following. And you see that this Alaire just sort of nods to the two of you and looks particularly to Lulu first and says, "You new in town?"
Yeah, here for the festival. I almost got you. That was impressive.
Nobody gets me if they don't get permission first. I remember giving you that permission. Good job.
No.
You kept up. That guy's been giving me a hard time all night.
I was about to say, I noticed that. I kind of wanted to get it on the action, if you will.
Do you want to get on the action?
We can say that for later. Right now, I actually have some questions. One, is your name Malaire by chance?
Yeah, you kind of heard it when you walked in. I'm kind of the starlight for this cesspool.
Yeah. It's a shame you have to be in a cesspool. You have talent.
It's talent. It's gonna come in handy tomorrow.
What are you performing in? What category or contest or what have you?
Oh, I'm gonna seduce the Count, and I'm gonna be his wife.
Oh, you getting me?
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
I mean, hey, if I have you playing for me, maybe that'll work out.
I might have to. However, we wanted to let you know, it seems like there's a couple of people after you for some reason.
I get that a lot. I can take care of myself. You know, some of them get a little touchy.
Miyako pipes up at this point, and she goes, "No, this threat is much bigger than you could ever even imagine."
Get it?
You're... I mean, I just figured you were mad. I was just trying to sort of, you know... Are you... What, you know, what? Are there more... Do you have an ex-boyfriend that comes here? What?
No, not particularly.
Are you two... What?
Hell no.
Again, we came here to talk to you about a possible rakshasa, actually. Do you know what a rakshasa is?
Oh, wow. That escalated. Okay.
This conversation almost went in an awesome direction.
Just tell us what you know.
What I know... Jeez. Listen, I don't come into this room to be interrogated. I come into this room to enjoy myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's gonna have to wait for now because you're being targeted by a rakshasa. And as you know, that's very bad. And also, we've got a little problem. You said that you want to seduce the Count, correct?
I mean, that's one way of winning tomorrow. I can win any other way. Here, the judge is a good candidate.
Oh, see, there's a little problem in the city that might have the festival not canceled, more like
put on hold.
Everybody dies.
Oh, come on! I know the kobolds aren't that bad. I mean.
Oh no! Oh no! Not kobolds. Kobold outside, actually. They're rather nice, and you would be astounded to see their artistic. I saw a mural that they did. Let me tell you, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Sorry. So, do you know what Slaad are? Slaady?
No.
Oh shit.
I know what a rakshasa is. I mean, those are kind of legendary. It's sort of like it's kind of like the. Have you ever had a really rich person ask you for a lap dance? It's
no,
like...
I'm not very good with lap dances myself.
Okay.
I don't have the hip movement.
Okay, well, have you ever... Well, it's sort of like if that rich person turned out to be a man-eating tiger.
Yes.
And that would make me hesitate.
Yes.
So, let me just sort of explain things to you, how things work here. I invite people back, we can enjoy a chat, I can enjoy something more than a chat. Or I could just, you know, watch. Sometimes I just watch. If you don't want any of that, what's the point here? You're telling me...
That's not how this works. See, we want information that you have.
I'm not even sure if he has any information, actually.
Well, we won't know unless he tells us.
Or what?
Or we could just let the Rakshasa kill you. It's really no skin off my bones.
I don't think you guys know the extent of which I can take care of myself.
Really? I actually don't know that either. I don't know the
think
extent.
You know the extent of the Rakshas's power either.
See, but he might. I'm curious now. You said that you can protect yourself against the Rakshasa. How exactly would you do that? It seems you seem very confident.
I am confident.
Can I insight check him?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I do not trust this man.
He doesn't trust the fuck out of you. He's really hesitant.
Oh, really now?
He's very suspicious, and he is. He's kind of spiteful. For some reason, something has set him off to not like either of you right away. He sort of respects Luella's talent, but there's something bothering him about the two of you.
Miyako kind of like walks up to him a little bit, and she leans over him and she goes, "Look, we're not trying to force you to tell us anything. We're not trying to, you know, harm you in any way. We just want information to save the lives of these people that are in danger."
Yeah, but information for who? Where's this information going? Who hired you to do this?
Oh, I'm just trying to save the festival so I can get my money.
Respectable. What about you?
I'm just doing this to find the Rakshasa.
Rakshasa killed her parents.
You know, like she kind of like glares back at Lulu, like, really?
We need to give him some truth if we want to receive truth
But
back.
well, I just want to mention that Miyako's kind of leaning over him like she is in her picture.
Oh my. He crosses his arms, sort of props up his one leg on top of the other, and he just sort of like sighs. And he says, "Alright, so obviously you're privy to certain private information that I'd like to keep to myself. Some people, or someone, likes to try to rough me up as I'm walking to where I live. I've been working later and later shifts, hopefully to, you know, put them off the trail. And I don't care how many times I need to tell them no. The next time, I'm just going to straight up kill them. So there, it's all solved."
Seems good, but can you tell me
Dang.
what this...
Thank you for the follows, guys.
Can you tell us who this... Do you know who this person looks like? Can you tell us any physical appearance? Do you know... They don't have a cloak, do they?
Well, listen, here's what happens. I walk through this square in very dark places, and I can't see who's attacking me. They snuff out the lights, they jump over, I do the whole rigmarole, I maybe blast a little fire in their face, and then they leave. And me, I mean, just look at this. And he just sort of like spread eagles on the pillows, and just like leaves nothing to imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you see any scars here? This thing ain't been touched by.
I don't see any scars, but I'm not sure that thing hasn't been touched in a
For
while.
a second.
I'm glad I did not go with you guys.
With my insight, do I know that he doesn't have any scars?
Doesn't look like it. He even rolls over. He does this little like flop, 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 just to sort
At
of
this
like
point,
leave nothing
Miyako is
to...
like back to
Visuals.
like for real.
And he ends up with the old Tom Selleck, like, and he just sort of says, "Listen, if you guys are giving me some trouble, so here's what I'm gonna do. You could probably send one of your friends in. I can show him a good time, and it'll be a discounted price because, you know, I gotta owe you something for that song. That was amazing.
Miyako shakes her head and she goes, no.
Not the kobold, though. Don't send him out.
Wait, no, that song was amazing. Wait, Miyako, did you not think it was good? What was wrong with it? Was I... No, it was good. It was perfect, Miyako.
She turns to Lou and she goes, not the song, you idiot.
Your insight check, Miyako, would tell you that he was very quick to say, not the kobold. Don't send that in.
And she turns back to him. She goes, what's wrong with kobolds?
No, there's nothing wrong with kobolds. There's just something wrong with that kobold.
What's wrong with that kobold? Because he's a very good friend of mine. And if you badmouth that friend of mine, then things could go very wrong very quickly.
Well, listen, I don't like tricks.
We don't either.
Are you talking about... Have you seen that kobold before, by chance?
I've seen a kobold that looks like that before.
And a kobold that looks like that before, are you wary because they might have certain abilities that other kobold might not have?
That's not a kobold, you dunce.
Hey,
seriously?
Watch it.
No, it's okay. That's fine. If it's not a kobold, then what is it?
I don't know. But I know kobolds. And he sort of suggestively makes a wave towards his groin and says, I don't know if you know much, but they're kind of built differently down there.
No, I don't know that much.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Which is why I would love for you, maybe not the details, I don't need the details, but... Oh, shit. She kind of just, like, sighs and kind of sinks down into one of, like, the big cushy chairs, like, oh, shit, we've got too much to do. And, like, all of a sudden, for Lulu, all the stuff that we have to do and we have to get done is just, like, oh, fuck, right.
At this,
Miyako looks at Lulu and she just kind of furrows her brows in confusion.
both of you make a perception check really quick.
Oh, damn it.
14.
14?
Nope.
He shoulder shuffles uncomfortably on top of the pillows he's currently on, and he just sort of... Look, I'm not going to be blunt about it, so you gotta prepare yourself, okay?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Okay. Their stuff's inside, not outside. They don't have...
Okay.
They don't have the jewels.
Yeah, no, I get it. Genitalia's
You got it?
inside,
You
not
got it?
outside.
You got it? You got it?
I got it. I
Okay,
got
you
it.
got it? That's how I know.
Yeah, I got it.
That's how I know.
Wait. Oh, shit.
I'm so confused.
I'm not. But I'm not there.
What did I miss? Well,
So-
I wouldn't know anything.
And then he just
anyway,
starts doing this to you, Miyako. You don't. No.
Do you want to explain?
Shit. So, if their
Either of you.
genitalia is on the inside, not the outside.
Then why does
How?
a kobold have balls?
Or she kind of like doesn't say anything, but at least now she realizes it, and like her face is blank because like she, you know, like I said, at this point nothing really phases her anymore. So
Look, you guys probably got yourself a shapeshifter that kind of knows a little bit more about, you know, concealing their whatever. But they don't know how kobolds work. Sorry.
Shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I mean,
he's
don't you got
talking
another?
about Peakery, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like, I mean, you
So
guys
thought.
came
Okay.
in here.
I wanted to make
with
sure
a
that
half.
before I wrote that down.
You guys came in
What?
here with a halfling, and now you got a handsome as fuck elf there where he's sitting.
Oh yeah, he's
So like,
usually
tell
a
your
cat.
friends to sort of know I can see through their shit. You can't
I
fool the
will.
fuck out of me.
You do realize that we can see through your shit too,
Well, that's because I'm open.
which you
He's
shouldn't
sitting there
be.
spread eagled. I mean,
I'm a blank page.
Just stop.
No, I'm really enjoying this guy because he's just so ridiculous. It's fantastic.
It's
right. I like it, but like Miyako doesn't. Like that's the thing. And like
Lulu is very amused.
I have to play her like she doesn't like it. It's so hard because I love playing.
She can't stop. Miyako can't stop looking at his junk. She's so curious.
Lulu, make an insight check.
Oh, 18.
You get the feeling that he would only know this particular detail about kobolds if he had intimate knowledge of them.
Which is funny because he didn't say that he knew Pikery in particular.
He said he didn't know the kobold that was out there, who he says is not a kobold. But he does know that kobold.
So he knows Pikery, but he doesn't know the person trying to impersonate Pikery.
Yes.
There you go.
And
okay.
At this,
I told you.
At this, I think you get the sense that he's trying to sort of throw you off of the Pikery thing, but more onto this other kobold thing. Unlike every other customer he talks about, he sort of talks about this kobold issue with some fondness.
Who was the original kobold, if that's a shapeshifter?
He sort of looks at you and says, well, that's Pikery. He's been thrown over here so many times,
How? So, you know Pikery because he's been in here so many times?
Yeah. You could say he has a little bit of obsession.
Do you know any of Pikery's friends?
Pikery doesn't have any friends.
Oh, that little shit. I was so worried about him. Okay, if you want to be protected from the Rakshasa, or if you have anything, I've got a bounty hunter out there who hunts Rakshasa. I don't know how much trouble you're in. We might be able to help you. Right now, I have to go and kick the fuck out of whoever this is who's in... And
Lulu
walks out.
Before you do that, Miyako grabs your arm, grabs Lulu's arm, and she goes,
what?
Wait.
Why?
You can't just go out there and kick whoever's
Oh no, I'm going to grab him and then I'm going to go out to an alley and I'm going to force us to tell us what he knows.
Seen in this bar, and this place is not...
No, out in the alleyway.
Well, listen, what do you guys even know about Pikery right now? Because I know he doesn't have any friends.
Well, apparently nothing, considering he's not even the real Pikery. I mean...
And we don't know how long he's been...
Oh, no! We do know that he was able to cast the spell, what was it? The...
Firebolt?
Language.
Firebolt.
Comprehend language.
Okay.
And the Firebolt, too.
Yeah, and he wasn't able to do that before. But I don't know if I know that, or I don't know if we know that because that was just between
That's Kajimori and Indigo.
Yeah, okay. But we don't know that, so...
What I'm wondering is if he's been really Pikery when we met him the first time down in the sewers, or if he's now another person and the real Pikery is still out there somewhere and the shapeshifter is just pretending to be it since the kidnapping thingy.
I'm also wondering why, like, if Kajimori would have noticed anything, strange about Pikery.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what the conversation earlier was about.
Yeah. Why is he rolling?
Nothing.
Oh my god. That makes me nervous.
What I know of Comprehend Languages is a spell that's too powerful for Pikery's.
Give me a Arcana check.
So, as they're... I'm trying to think of...
Do we have any more business with this man? Sorry, sir.
I think Miyako's going to turn back to him. She goes, and she's going to say, so, Pikery, what all do you know about him, like, as far as magic?
Pikery's not in there with you.
No, I know. I'm asking to do this.
Oh, okay.
Do you know anything about, like, if he can cast magic, or if he...
Well...
He's been acting kind of strange lately. And, like, she doesn't really, like, know that, but she's, like, kind of trying to, like, play that
listen,
off.
if this will get you out of my hair, fine. He's really creative. When he finally gets gold, yeah, I treat him good. He wanted to learn some of the things I do, and he sort of flickers his hand briefly, and you see the flame tips sort of tip off his fingers, and he says, "Now I can't usually do my usual performances because I'm using these spells when this asshole keeps attacking me. Otherwise, you probably would have lost a few eyebrows. Just saying."
Yeah.
But
So you taught Peeker some magic.
yeah, I taught him how to do the Firebolt spell.
Was that all you taught him?
I mean, he wanted to learn Fireball, but he can't aim very well, so we stopped for that.
But that was it. That's all you taught him.
That's it.
Can I incite his answer?
Yes. Truth.
Okay.
But with the 19, you get the sense that he still is suspicious of you guys, and you get the sense that he keeps looking under the pillow he's on.
So
And he
Miyako's,
keeps adjusting himself, like
Miyako's gonna pick up on this.
Yeah, he keeps trying to pass it off as like trying to adjust himself.
Yeah.
Like.
And she goes, and she goes, "Something wrong with the pillow that you're sitting on?"
Did
Is that a
he?
woman you're hiding, or are you just happy to see me?
He says, "It's I should have rolled the other way. This one's a little hard. It's old. They didn't
Can
use."
I see that pillow?
Yes, come closer.
I'm gonna need you to move.
Dude, just tell us what's under the pillow, please.
There's nothing under
Please.
the pillow.
No, there's something under the pillow. Just please
Move,
show us
or I will move you.
what's under the pillow.
He sort of rolls his eyes, and he sort of like gets up, and with some like effort, he can't help but suppress a grunt as he pulls the pillow up, and sort of shows you there's nothing under the pillow.
There's something in the pillow.
No.
Can I lean forward and look?
I mean, yes, there's feathers, but they're very bad feathers. They came from a goose.
Can I stick my hand inside and feel around?
Well, you'd have to rip it open.
You'd have to rip it open.
Oh, she's about to. She's about to take out her dagger and rip it open.
No, well, let's, before we kill a perfectly lovely pillow, let's at least
He's got
feel
others.
around to see if there's anything odd about what's in this pillow, maybe?
Give me a perception check.
Before we destroy the room.
It's a
Kill
good
a lovely pillow.
Before we kill Lord Pillar, he has others. I mean,
Oh yeah, I do not perceive anything.
can I roll perception?
Roll perception.
Oh lordy. Nope.
Oh,
Do you want to use one of your
Shit.
inspirations for it, maybe?
I do.
Okay, go
do
ahead.
it. Oh.
Should I roll it again?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. This is so hilarious because the DC is not very high.
Is this with advantage then?
I think you can give yourself an advantage if you sacrifice a d6.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
God
Because what I meant was like if you sacrifice it.
Yeah, I have sacrificed it.
Okay, yeah. So that
I'm gonna
7
take it out.
unfortunately is enough. Abby, do you want to sacrifice it and use that 11?
Wait, sacrifice it and then use the 11 to
Yeah,
it?
because you already rolled with advantage if you want to do that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I'm down to 3. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I already put mine down.
Alrighty. Miyako, you're just too distracted. You really wish you just.
No, I'm not distracted. I'm just too angry.
You're mad.
I'm too angry with the fact that he like hid this from us.
Mm-hmm. Luella, however, you noticed that when he pulled the pillow up, they must be some heavy feathers because they went straight down to the bottom to the floor when he pulled it.
I'm gonna stride forward.
And there was
then...
a little like
Oomph.
like a
I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna kind of walk over to the pillow, like either open the pillow or I'm gonna open it.
You're all about to start a fight.
He just sort of raises his
Oh,
eyebrows.
trust me.
I'm gonna
Miyaka's about to drop her bracelet for you guys. Like, she ain't playing around.
He just sort of raises his eyebrows.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna slit the
And
pillow
open it.
and open it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Okay, roll me an attack really quick.
Okay. What?
With just the dagger. Just
the dagger?
your strength.
Oh
12.
man.
Okay. Do damage. Okay.
Oh. Did you do the damage?
That's fine.
I did do the damage. You stick the dagger in and you just go shh, and a second later you hear a wow, what's happening? And this thing is filled with like coarse feathers, and they sort of spill out, and Alaire just sort of stands there holding the pillow like.
Hickory, is that you?
At this point, Miyako has a dagger to Alaire's throat,
It's a big tree in there.
and she drops the wristband, and it rolls out the room.
Oh, please.
All of
What
you
do you
see,
mean, please?
You guys got this under control.
The two of you see Peekry poke his head out from the slit in this pillow, and he sort of looks up to you, Lulu, and says, "You stabbed me!"
I'm going to pick him up by the scruff.
Mm-hmm.
One, do you know who I am?
Yeah!
Why? I kind of shake him a little bit.
And
I
Miyako
was
glares
so
at Alaire, and she goes,
Fucking worried about
"What else
you.
have you been hiding?
Honestly, this is really the majority of it. And he just
Why don't I
Okay.
believe you?"
I kind of drop Peekery.
he's
Don't
still
do that
covered in
again.
feathers.
Don't do that again to me. Be safe. And I'm gonna march out of the room.
Okay.
But Miyako doesn't leave, and she goes, "What else are you hiding?"
He sort of looks at you and says, "I kind of know who's trying to kill me. And I think it's you."
There's
She
two
doesn't-
oats.
She doesn't say anything.
Okay. You walk out.
She lowers the dagger, and she walks up, but before she turns around, like before she walks out, she turns around and she goes, "I don't think this is the last that you're gonna see of us." And then she walks out.
All right. As I'm walking back, do I see?
Yeah, do we see everybody else? She never dropped the wristband, by the way. She still has it.
Okay.
I feel like there's still unresolved questions there, but we'll...
You see both Luella and Miyako storm out, and
With Peekery.
Not with Peekery. No,
Not with
I'm leaving
Peekery?
him there.
Oh.
okay.
No, I'm
Abby
leaving him
came
there.
out, or
It's up to
Luella
you.
came out first.
No, I didn't. I left him there too. I didn't touch him.
I was shaking him by the scruff and then I dropped him.
I'm assuming he probably either ran out and went to Kajimori, or he like.
No,
was
he
gonna
just,
follow
he
No,
just
no.
stayed where he was.
He stayed where he
alright.
was because I'm looking for the other
Yeah.
Peekery.
Yeah. At this point, I'm looking for the imposter Peekery.
He's sitting down with Gajimori and Indigo.
Okay, I'm going to
Wait a
stroll
second.
up.
Hey!
Hey!
Make it all the bigger.
He's like gnashing his jaws on like a watermelon, just like.
So
As
can
I
we?
stroll
I
up,
didn't know
I'm
you
going
liked
to
that.
grab him by the scruff and I'm going to be like, "You're coming with me." And I'm gonna walk out the door.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
follow her with both of my
I-
daggers in my hands.
I'd ordered a sandwich, and I'm sitting there taking a big happens, and I just like, And then as they're driving him out, I just kind of like realize something's about to happen and just kind of drop the sandwich on the table and finish my bite, turn it
Yeah.
out, just fucking it out.
I'll take the sandwich.
All right.
Take it
Really
away.
good food being wasted.
As I go up, I'm gonna kind of look around.
It's
See
how
if
Cage
there's,
used to survive as a slave.
is there anything that? Is there any kind of alley or something that's kind of out of sight?
Tons. Underscale squares.
Yeah,
full
I was
of
about to say. I'm gonna go to an alley that's clear of any ridiculousness. I'm
to.
going to. Who are you?
At this point, Miyako is like right behind her, but she has a dagger in case he tries any funny business.
Who are you?
Cage just got the sandwich. What's going on?
He says with his mouth full of watermelon, I'm Pickery! What
No,
are you
you're
doing?
not. I just saw the real Pickery in there. Who the fuck are you?
And at this point, Miyako comes up and puts a dagger up to this guy's throat.
Do I hear her say this?
Yeah. She dragged
You
you
both
guys
are out there with us. And I turn back, like, Miyako still has the dagger up to Pickery's throat, but she turns back to Kajimori and she goes, your friend is not who you think he is.
What is this? What do you mean Pickery is inside?
This one is an imposter. We found the real one.
Who are you?
Yes.
Start yelling at him.
And oh my god, yes. And as you do this, Pickery smiles, and he sort of mutters to you, Lulu.
I get within 5 feet of him.
And I'm snarling.
And says, you really did me a favor by coming into this alleyway. And he drops his illusion, and standing, you realize you're
freaking wizard.
You realize you're holding on not to like carry a little Pickery, but you're holding on to a Slaady.
Fuck! No!
What?
No,
It's a green one, isn't
as it erupts out with a sheen of green on its skin.
Oh, fuck, it's the green Slaady.
And
Slaady can talk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the red one did.
And stepping in through opposite alleyways are two more figures. Both of them looking like men, but immediately those forms drop as well.
Shit.
And you see two red Slaady there as well.
Shit.
Who's your lord?
These ones are a little small. These ones are a little smaller though.
Yeah.
And green one simply says, "You need to choose your friends very wisely." And next time on the forefront, we will roll initiative.
Oh! Oh lord, I have so many notes. Like, I have an entire full page of notes right now. Like, that's how much crap went down in this episode.
You got some, Kajimori, you got some scraps. Now we're gonna get into a scrap.
Kajimori, your friend. See, this is why I told you guys.
That's very
I
interesting.
told you not to bring him with us.
It's very interesting. Today was a very interesting day.
This would have happened anyway.
Yeah, but
this is very. I'm just really excited. One, because the scene with Scout and Scoot, it went good. I think we did okay.
I like that scene. I think that was probably my most favorite scene.
That was pretty fun.
But what I really love is playing somebody who's trying to be Pickery convincingly enough.
Yeah.
But isn't.
That isn't. I finally got to showcase a lair. Actually, if you guys had been able to get here, like a little earlier, who knows, maybe at the start of a different day or something like that, you would have seen the fire dance. It would have been cool. But he's out of those big spells.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just a really interesting session. Well done, everybody. Good job.
Oh, Lair.
Well done.
Miyako didn't like him, and she knew.
Cobalt and a pillow. Who would have guessed?
Instinct.
Who would have guessed?
Man. Something was telling Miyako.
He was hiding him. He was hiding him.
Something was telling Miyako.
So that means he was the one that kidnapped him?
You'll have to come with your own conclusions, or ask him if you survived this scrap.
Well, he had Pickery in a pillow. That's a little awkward all in itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody asked any question about why.
But he also wasn't bound or gagged or anything. Like
Yeah.
he was.
So I was like, there's some
captive. He was
literally in a pillow.
It looked like he was being hidden.
I think Abby wants to say something.
Abby.
One, we do not kink shame here on the forefront. And two, like, I don't think that Alar was doing anything purposefully, like, bad. I think that he genuinely has fondness for Pickery, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to make a living. Like, that's...
Yeah, but it seems strange that he knew that Pickery was in there and didn't really like even bat an eye to the fact that he.
Well, yeah,
was
because
in
he hid Pickery in
But
the pillow.
why though is my question.
To hide him from us, I'm guessing. Or
But
he
how
hid
would he
himself.
have known that?
Or
Why
either
the
that or
hiding
Pickery
us?
hid himself. I don't think there's anything.
Okay, why would Pickery? But see, that's the thing. Why would
Because he
Pickery-
heard our voices.
Well, he also said that he sees through illusion, so he probably
Yeah.
knew that the Slaad are walking around.
So then he would know where the Rakshasa is.
He knows a lot more than he
Ooh.
let on. That's all
Ooh.
I'll
He knows
say.
a lot.
Okay.
That's all
He knows
I
a
will
lot.
say. But sadly, we are going to end it here. We're going to pick this up next week. But don't go yet. We still have that lovely giveaway going on. And not only that, among other things, we finally reached 100 followers.
Yay!
And that
Yeah.
means, hopefully, mid-August, who knows? Whoa!
Oh boy.
Tamathus, thank you for following.
103.
Speaking
103.
of followers. Yeah, speaking of followers.
We will be putting on a special stream that which oh gosh, let me double check. Which Durakan, that 3-month key, that is going to be excellent for what I have next, because that means I won't have to delete one of the scenes I've got, so I can just set this
Okay.
up immediately. This is going to be a brand new concept for the show that's going on this channel. I don't have a name for it yet, but it is going to be a new system of my own making. It will also be a new style of role-playing game that I think will be really interesting for these types of streams, because I don't think it's been done yet. Basically, here, now that we reached the goal, I'm going to tell you about it. It is going to be a very simple, very heavy, every roll is critical system. But the players in each of these scenarios that I'm going to write and stream for you guys will not actually be rolling those dice.
Oh god.
Instead, this game is all about 1, 2, or 3 players in the hot box of giving advice to the player who will roll those dice.
Okay.
And every roll counts. Every roll can end either in death or more complications. And the only way to beat each of these scenarios I have in mind is to guide, hopefully, on the first try, one character who is the player, the 4th player, or whoever is not the hot seat player, through the scenario. And if they are unable to crack down how to solve it without rolling the dice, because the rolling dice are only a consequence of not being able to solve the issue, that player dies, and then another player takes their place.
Oh.
This is a brutal system. It is all about getting our players into that roleplay moment and shoving them into a situation that requires caution, some heavy thinking, and maybe a bit of a bravado. We'll see.
Could you imagine Miyako being in that situation?
I know, right? Oh.
We'd all die in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have a name for it yet. I'm gonna be working on that. But here's what I can tell you. Sometime in the next month, I'm hoping I'll find time on a Wednesday, perhaps, to get this one-shot started. This one-shot is going to be a horror one-shot. Apologies for those of you who don't like horror, but this system is just oozing for
It's
potential
okay.
with that. Hey, thank you.
It's okay.
C175. This is going to be a horror one-shot based around a small town where 3 people are in a radio station and something very wrong is happening in this town. And before too long, it will gain national, global acclaim.
Oh,
And
lovely.
that is the tease I'm going to give you. We also have other shows. We're picking up back with Mouse Guard on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That is just the Eastern Marches. It's sort of a West Marches style. You can join if you want to play and learn this wonderful system. But you could also just watch the incredibly entertaining scenarios that so far have been happening in this Mouse Guard universe. It is hilarious. The outpost of Tapper's Point is struggling to become a settlement, and wow, it's just...
We met 2 lovely crows last time.
You met 2 lovely crows. It was amazing. We also have Out of the Abyss on Fridays, new party mode. Sort of a game where we took one of the campaigns that are sort of the mainstay of D&D and sort of were like, well, what happens if we take this really awesome cast that is in the front of the book, this little bunches of NPCs, and then give them a little more fleshing out. Sort of see what their potential can be if we let them be the focus of the story. That is what's happening, and wow, we had quite the dramatic session last time. But also, Festival of Colors always happening right here at 1 p.m. EST to basically right whenever where we get to the hitbox of when we'll stop. But in case you want to see more of me in the DM spot, I am playing the Mouse Guard game, running it on Askren's channel tonight, Exploding Dice, at 10 p.m. EST. I will see you guys there. It is the second session. Lots of the players are amazing, and not only that, it's got a lot of stakes in store for the second episode. We will see you later, but I think that's it, unless you guys have anything else you'd like to perhaps talk about this session.
Well, I think we may have forgotten about one little person, and that's the lovely man who made this overlay. Who's awesome.
This overlay?
Yeah.
I wonder,
we totally. Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
If only there's a way to sort of like just let the chat know where they can get more of these fantastic overlays.
It's there.
Well, Inkboard design is just so splendiferous, and you know, I think you should give whoever this individual is the most highest praise for the kindness that they bestow that deserves your patronage. It's Indigo! Whoa! Inkboard design! But, you know, that's really all I got for you guys. Again, thank you to all the follows that we got this session. Thank you to Gibbs. I really want to hit you up on the Discord or something because you deserve some input on what is happening, because you literally broke my heart today and put it back together. Thank you so much. But man, I hope all of you have a splendid, absolutely wonderful Sunday. And I'll see you later tonight, maybe on Askren's channel. If not, I'll see you whenever I see you. Next time on The Forefront.
Bye.
I love you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thanks for everything. Bye bye. Bye bye. We love you. Bye bye.
And bye bye.
I have big hair. We love you. Bye bye. Can I stall this out any longer?